Paragraph number 9. I sat there in the dirt by that big old tree for the longest time trying to fit all the butterfly pieces back together so I could bury them whole. But it was too hard to do. So I prayed for them and then I put them in an old torn up shoe box and buried them in the bottom of the fort that I had built in the ground out by the large bamboos near the blackberry bushes. So this is paragraph number 9. What happened as the story continues? The next thing the narrator did was that he sat at the same place, and then what he did, he sat there in the dirt for a very long time, and by that time there was an old tree and trying to fit all the butterfly pieces back together so that he could bury them whole because all the wings were scattered, so he wanted to fit all the butterfly pieces back together so that he could bury them whole, but it was too hard to do so. And as he says that it was really very difficult for them, I could together so I could bury them whole, but it was too hard to do. It means that it was a very difficult task for the writer or the narrator, that he had to bury them, and it was a even difficult task to collect all the pieces of the wings together at one place so that he could easily bury them. But at the same time he said that, so I prayed for them and then I put them in an old torn up shoebox and buried them in a bottom of the fort that I had built in a ground. So this shows the sensitivity, helplessness, and empathy of the writer or the narrator, that towards innocent creatures like butterflies, claiming that it was difficult attempt to do so. With very heavy heart, he says that he put them all in a old torn up shoebox and then buried them in a bottom of a fort that he had built in the ground. Surrounded by large bamboos here and there, they were blackberry bushes. Narrator struggles to preserve beauty and innocence and within the cruel institutional environment. On the other hand, if we see the personality of a house parent who struggles to perish beauty and innocence, so contrast of personality, contrast or conflict of personality is very much prevalent over there, that he wanted to preserve again the beauty which has been cherished by the house parent, and the narrator or the writer being very sensitive, empathetic, and very helpless at this situation by living at orphanage, that he was available over there, he was present over there, but he could not save beauty, he could not protect it, as he was unable to do so while living in a harsh or cruel environment.